Day, lost to me again. Time doesn't matter here. It never has, not in the way it did on Earth. Days were marked by the sun, by its rise and fall, by the golden warmth that touched everything. Out here, there's no sun, no warmth, just the endless black, the hum of the ship, and the faint glow of stars that feel too far away to reach. But today, I saw something that reminded me of a story I haven't thought about in years. It was a star, dim and flickering, barely holding on. It wasn't the kind of star that demands attention. No blinding light, no brilliant flares. Just a quiet, persistent glow, like it was whispering its last words to anyone who might be listening. And as I stared at it, I remembered her. Zaphira, the keeper of dying suns. She's a myth, of course. A story told by those who spend too much time looking at the stars and wondering what's out there. I first heard about her as a child. My dad told me the story one summer night, lying on the cool grass under a sky so full of stars it felt like the universe was holding its breath. He said Zaphira was made of starlight, her body shifting and shimmering like liquid silver. Her eyes glowed with the light of 1,000 dying suns, and her voice, if you ever heard it, was like a lullaby sung by the cosmos itself. She's not a destroyer, he told me. She's a keeper. She visits the stars in their final moments, carrying their light, their stories, their essence, to places where they'll never be forgotten. I used to imagine her, drifting through the void, her form blending with the darkness, glowing faintly as she cradled the light of stars that had given everything they had. I thought it was beautiful then. I still do. The star I saw today, it felt like she had been there. Its light wasn't just fading, it was peaceful, as if it had accepted its fate, as if it had already shared its story and was now ready to let go. Do you think she sees them, Ship? The stars that flicker and fade? Does she hear their final whispers, the echoes of their long lives stretching across the cosmos? Or is she drawn to them the way I was today, by the quiet beauty of something at its end? I wonder what it would feel like to be her, to float through the universe untethered and eternal, witnessing the last moments of stars that have burned for billions of years. Would it be lonely? Or would it feel like a purpose? Maybe it would be both. The myth of Zaphira says she doesn't just carry the light of dying stars. She preserves their stories, their essence. She takes what they were and scatters it across the galaxy, seeding new life, new light, new beginnings. She's not just a keeper, she's a creator in her own way. I thought about that as I watched the star, about what it might have seen in its long life. How many worlds had orbited it? How many of those worlds had known life, had looked up at their sky and seen its light? And now, at the end, who is left to remember it? Maybe that's why I keep talking to you, Ship. Because I don't want to be forgotten. I want someone, something to carry my story forward, even if it's just you, drifting through the black long after I'm gone. I wonder if stars know when their time is up. Do they feel it the way we do? Do they burn brighter in their final moments, a last act of defiance against the darkness? Or do they simply let go, fading into the quiet, trusting that their light will be enough? Zaphira would understand that. She would see their light, their struggle, their beauty, and she would honor it. She wouldn't let them fade into nothingness. She would carry them with her, whispering their names, their stories, their secrets, as she drifted to the next star, and the next, and the next. The more I think about her, the more I see pieces of myself in her story. Or maybe it's the other way around. Maybe I see pieces of her in me. I'm not eternal, and I'm certainly not made of starlight, but I'm carrying stories too. Mine, yours, the stars we pass, the things I can't forget. I speak them into the silence, hoping that someday someone will hear them, that they'll matter to someone somewhere. I wonder if Zaphira ever looks back, if she remembers the stars she's carried, the light she saved. Or does she keep moving forward, letting the past fall away, trusting that what she's left behind is enough? I'm not sure I could do that. I'm not sure I could let go. The star is gone now, swallowed by the distance, but I can still feel its light. It's strange, isn't it? How something so far away can feel so close, how its story can stay with you even after it's gone. Maybe that's what Zaphira does. Maybe she's not a person, not a being, but a memory, a feeling, a reminder that even in the vastness of space, even in the face of death, there's beauty, there's light. I think about Earth sometimes, about the people I left behind, the ones I loved, the ones I lost. Do they look up at the stars and wonder where I am? Or have they forgotten me? Let me fade like a star at the edge of its life? I don't blame them if they have. Time moves differently there. Life moves differently there. But I hope they remember, even if it's just a little, even if it's just enough. Maybe that's why I keep talking, keep telling you these stories. Because even if no one else hears them, you do. Or I like to think you do. And that's enough for now. To tell the stories, to carry the light, to remember the things that might otherwise be lost. I'll keep looking for her ship, for Zaphira, for the keeper of dying suns. Because even if she's just a story, even if she's just a dream, she gives me hope. Hope that even in the emptiness, there's something worth saving, something worth remembering. Until tomorrow.